Okay, next subtopic is about basic of forces and free body diagram. So 3.3a, identify the forces acting on the body in a different situation. Okay, force is defined as the physical quantity which causes an object to move, stop, change its direction and change its physical form. So the unit of force is kgms -2 SI unit, and the common use for unit of force is Newton. Force is a vector quantity and it has both magnitude and direction. So a force has an agent, something tangible, identifiable causes the force. Okay. So ni adalah agent of the forces. Okay. So type of forces we have weight, tension, normal force, friction and external force. Okay, external force is come from pull or push, means that external means you yang create force tu. Okay, dari luar. It's not from the body. Okay, so kita tengok yang pertama. Okay, weight. Force exerted on a body due to gravitational pull. So maksudnya apa-apa benda yang ada mass, dia akan ada weight. So then weight direction is always pointing vertically downward. Tak kisahlah macam mana objek tu duduk, make sure that the weight is always pointing downward. Okay, ni contoh dekat ceiling and dekat dinding. So nampak tak, semua W dia dekat bawah. Okay, so this is formula for weight. Weight is equal to mg. M is refer for mass in kilogram and g is gravitational acceleration 9.81. So kalau you darab ni, you akan dapat weight dalam Newton lah. So gravitational acceleration kita just ambil nilai sahaja. Okay, next. Number 2 is tension. Tension is the force that is transmitted through a string, rope, cable or wire. So, kalau you nampak je perkataan string, rope, cable, wire. Okay, so dia akan ada force yang nama dia tension lah. Okay, tapi dengan syarat dia mesti pull tight lah. Kalau tak tight, longgar je, tak ada tension lah kan. Okay, so direction is always away from the object atau along the rope. Okay, for example, macam ni lah. The object is hang into the ceiling. So tension dia akan dia akan along the rope lah, sepanjang rope ni akan ikut arah tension, tapi direction untuk arrow dia tu always away from the object. Okay, so same goes with this one. Awak ada dua tension. Okay, then arah tension always away from the object. Okay, kalau dia sharing with the same string, macam ni string dia lain-lain kan. So saya label lah T2 and T1. For this object, dia connected with the same string. So dia akan experience same tension. Cuma arah tension dia ni akan follow the arah apa? Dia akan follow arah rope. Okay, arah tali atau arah string. Tapi dia mesti away from a body lah. Maksudnya bukan macam ni. Bukan. Dia mesti away from a body. Ni pun away from a body. So nanti force dia akan bertemu macam tu. Okay. So contoh yang saya cakap kat sini adalah dia kata the pair of the tension along the same rope is always equal but in opposite direction. Nampak tak? Dia equal tapi opposite direction. Okay, tak boleh lah direction dia sama. Dia kena lain lah, connected between two connected between two object lah. String tu. Ni kalau you hanging dua blocks dalam satu sistem lah. Okay, you can see that we have T1 and dua blok ni akan kongsi T2. Okay, so ini untuk tension punya free body lah, arah force dia. Okay, next is normal force. Normal force is the force that act on the object when the object is in contact with the surface. Ada contact surface akan wujud normal force. So direction dia always away from the object and perpendicular to the surface. Surface perpendicular to the surface is 90 degree kan. Okay, so dia away from the body atau away from the object. So itu adalah normal force lah. Macam ni dinding kan. So away from the object and 90 degree to the surface. Same goes with this one and this one. Okay, untuk inclined plane dia sengit sikit. Why? Because this is surface, so 90 degree to the surface is normal force. Jadi sebab tu dia sengit. Okay. Number 4 is friction. Okay, friction ni panjang sikit. Friction is the force exerted on the object by a rough surface. Syarat dia mesti rough surface dan it move across it. So direction is parallel to the surface but opposite to the relative motion lah, ataupun opposite relative motion lah, acceleration lah, opposite to motion lah. Okay, so kita ada dua friction, type of friction. So first is static friction and the second one is kinetic friction. So this is formula of friction kalau melibatkan coefficient of friction. If let's say dia bagi dalam soalan tu sebagai friction, you tak ada masalah. Tapi kalau soalan bagi you coefficient of friction, dia adalah mu. Jadi untuk dapatkan friction, mu you have to times with normal force of the same body. Yang body yang experience friction tu lah. Okay, so baru you dapat friction dia. So kena hati-hatilah sama ada soalan bagi coefficient of friction ataupun soalan bagi give you a friction. Okay, so the value of kinetic friction between the two surface is less than the value of static friction. Okay, so kalau static friction ni friction lebih besar lah, lebih besar lah daripada kinetic friction. Okay, so next, okay, kita terangkan dulu tentang what is static friction. Okay, static friction, or denoted as Fs, the force that keeps an object stuck on the surface and prevent its motion. Okay, so direction of static friction is parallel to the surface in contact and opposite to direction of the tendency of motion. Sebab static friction ni wujud dalam benda yang tidak bergerak, maksudnya baru nak start bergerak ataupun memang tidak bergerak. So kita namakan dia static friction lah. Okay, tapi dia punya direction dia ada, tapi dia akan opposite dengan tendency of motion, maksudnya kebarangkalian objek tersebut. Okay, let's say kat sini ada inclined plane yang dia ada rough surface, tapi blok ni belum bergerak, dia duduk kat situ je. Maksudnya static di situ. So dekat situ awak tahu friction ni akan arah ke atas. Kenapa atas? Because tendency objek ini adalah untuk jatuh ke bawah. Okay, so object tend to slide down, thus prevent it slide down. Static friction is acting upward. Inilah untuk penerangan dia. Okay, how about kinetic friction? Okay, kinetic friction FK atau kita panggil dynamic friction, that it opposes the movement of an object which is moving. Maksudnya syarat dia untuk kinetic friction, benda ni memang kena bergerak lah, bergerak pada rough surface. So kita punya formula adalah FK is equal to mu Kn. So direction of kinetic friction is parallel to the surface in contact but opposite direction of motion. Sebab dia bergerak kan. Macam tadi tendency of motion, kebarangkalian objek tersebut. Okay, so kat sini awak dah tahulah blok bergerak ke kanan and then friction will be oppose the motion of motion. Friction akan oppose the motion of acceleration. So dia akan ke kiri. Right, so next, the surface is always smooth surface unless state rough surface or given the value of coefficient of friction. Okay, so kalau soalan tak cakap, maksudnya kita punya consideration tu smooth surface lah. Tapi kalau dalam soalan sebut perkataan rough surface ataupun dia diberi mu, dia tak cakap lah kat awak rough surface, tapi dia bagi awak coefficient of friction. So dalam soalan tu ada friction lah. Okay. Next is external force. Okay, external force adalah force applied to an object by a person or another object. So direction of the pull or push lah. Okay, so untuk case ni macam ni lah. Contoh dia press kat dinding ke press the rubber on the wall. Okay, so ataupun dia push the block to the right, okay, to the left, ataupun push atau pull lah, tak kisahlah, tolak atau tarik. Itu kita panggil sebagai external force.